This is Reverend Ruth and Starbar with Angel Healing Ministries, revisiting a park out here in Valley Stream, a new park. I was here a while back. I believe it's called Henry Wilder, something like that. It's a memorial park and it's really, really pretty. And I was here for a concert once a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to come back and take a look at the park for myself. And it looks like it's a gorgeous find out here in Valley Stream. Wow, amazing. It's really nice. They do concerts here on a regular basis up into the summer for the program, and it's actually a beautiful place to hang out. I'm just showing you a couple of views around here. I may have a couple places I can actually do more than one video today, which is really nice. You know how I do it when I get a chance. I go out and do videos wherever I can get them done. Now it's a little windy, so you're probably hearing the wind in the background. You've got the cars behind me, you've got the train to my right. So you're gonna have, or maybe it's to the left, maybe it's behind me, I don't know. On the other side, there's also a train here, so you're gonna occasionally hear the train tracks on in the background. And it looks like a lot. It's just this gorgeous park. I've never actually seen the whole park. I came for one concert and I found out how much I love this place. It's gorgeous. Anyhow, come visit. It's here in Valley Stream and it's called Henry Wilder, I believe. Henry Wilder Memorial Park. I'll double check that and let you know. By the way, this is Reverend Ruth on Starbar with Angel Healing Ministries, and I'm here as I continue the program that we were talking about. We started with which was going to be about the 5 love languages. Okay, now I don't know if this is like the perfect setting to actually do the 5 love. Well, any places. It's just this one's all about physical touch, and physical touch is almost like a healing kind of thing as well. Because physical touch is another love language that people find very important and stuff for them to use. But first, before I continue forward, our mission statement is to guide you. Our mission is to guide you on your path to find God, while we support you with love and light, and show you how important truth and faith are along your path back to God, and show you how important truth and faith are along your path back to God. And it's true. We always talk about faith, the importance of faith, why it's so important to have faith. Because without faith, well, as I said last time, we have nothing. Faith is what keeps most of us motivated, it keeps us going, and stuff like that in this world. And faith is what, which is also came in handy with another thing I'll probably bring up later as a possible, another partial, not with the 5 love language, but some other partial perhaps. Well, I know it's called, I saw Joel on Saturday. I watched his show on Saturday. And before we go back to the 5 love languages, he did something about, ask God and ask God for what you want, and don't keep begging, basically. And I want to talk about that as a similar thing. Ask God once, and then keep believing is what it's called. It's similar to what Joel said, and I think he made a great point, and he inspired me to do this one, but we'll talk about that later. Hopefully we'll get it done today. I don't know, maybe it'll be tomorrow. But today, right now, our focus is physical touch and the 5 love languages. And I don't know if any of you got the book yet, but it's still out there, and hopefully you got the book. I'm going to turn around and show you another part of the park. Behind me, there's another pond, as you can see back there, another stream. I guess the reason they call it Valley Stream is because of all the little streams that you find when you're walking around here. And then behind me is another one. I'm going to have to go over here, I think, to see it. There's another stream right there, as you can see. It's really pretty, and there's some people chilling. So that's just part of it. And then if you look behind me on this side, there's more to the park that way. This is just a gorgeous park, and it's right by the Valley Stream Library, if that helps. The Valley Stream Memorial Library, if that helps any of you to find this place. So, but back to the physical touch. Now, physical touch, my friends, is important because there are a lot of, like I said, 5 love languages. Yesterday or the day before, we talked about quality time and how important that is to spend with your partner, because quality time is quite important in many ways, because quality time, as I explained, is spending a lot of time doing things together, doing stuff together, things like that. Pardon the train in the background. Doing stuff together. And, folding laundry together, walking on the beach together, singing together, performing together, cooking supper together, and going out on occasional, date every once in a while. These are just certain things that are very important to have a successful relationship in life. And I only know this from a book that I read. And I haven't been in a relationship for 2 years, and I'm thinking of moving into one at some point, but we're taking it really slow right now. However, I'm going to follow these 5 love languages so I can understand everything about him, so I don't make the same mistake that I've made in the past with other relationships. However, my friends, physical touch, again, let's go back to that. Physical touch can also be good for healing, because a lot of people use physical touch to heal, like the Reiki healers use it. Some touch the person, others just hold their hands over the person and do the healing that way, and they allow the energy to flow from them, their energy. And when they do that, it really helps a lot. You see, my friends, physical touch is an important part of life too. Plus, it's important in relationships, because there are those people that enjoy that physical touch, that feeling of physical touch with relationships, and so it's an important factor in the 5 love languages, my friends. So I've got the sun shining deeply on me here, and physical touch can be like a healing process, because your healing is done by hands. It comes through God, and God does the healing on you by doing this when you touch somebody. One of the gifts that I share with other people is the angel healing. Is what I share. I do angel healing, and I sometimes touch the person, or I just place my hands over them. I ask my guides to direct me to the spot where the energy healing needs to be done, and I do it, and it really helps the person feel better. So physical touch is not only a love language. I think the reason they call it a love language is because of that energy that comes from the hands when you touch someone when you pat someone on the back, when you hug someone. They feel that comfortable energy flowing through them, and it's a nice feeling, because everyone loves that. Everyone loves that physical touch, because it's important that we have that in life, because without physical touch, that's a love language that's important, because it's a part of the thing. Like, there are a lot of people out there that like that kind of connection with somebody else, is that physical touch connection, and I think it's because the energy flowing from the other person into the next person. I think that's the reason why it's so important. Plus, when you touch someone, it's so soft and gentle, it just eases any kind of stress, basically. And as long as there's love, it's a loving feel in it. It's a nice thing to do with that physical touch. And personally, it's one of the languages I seem to enjoy a little bit as well. And there are many other people that like that. I think physical touch is a very important language for many, those especially who like hugging. Like, again, I talked about this before. During the pandemic, it was really hard for me not to hug someone, because I'm the hugging type. I love to hug people, and it was so tough during the pandemic to not be able to touch someone, to hug someone, give them the big bear hugs that I give, that people love so much, because I'm just a hugger, basically. I'm just a hugger, and by doing that, it helped the energy flow through that person, mostly to help them either heal them. It's like a healing touch, empower them, because you run into healers that when they hug you or touch you by doing any kind of healing, that it helps empower your energy. And that's, again, I think one of the reasons it's so very important, especially in a romantic relationship, my friends. So, my friends, again, I say these love languages that we're covering slowly, little by little, are very important to know. And the book would explain to further detail than I could, because it would really be helpful to those of you either embarking on a new relationship, or those of you that are in relationships. It helps make those relationships stronger. And when you're with the right person and you practice these love languages, you keep each other's love tanks full. And that's a guarantee for a long-term relationship. So again, quality time and physical touch. Again, very important very important love languages. But each of these love languages that we're going to get into are very important. Like, gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation. I mean, whenever I get a chance, my friends, I'll send my friend Stu words of affirmation, like, I know you can do that. You're going to be successful at it. You're going to do wonderful, and it helps when you do that. But again, it's all about finding out whose people's love languages are and what they need to help them go through. And these techniques help with friends and family and stuff like that. And much further, maybe in the fall, we'll get into something called Personality Plus. I'll see when my guides want me to bring that up. But right now it's all about, because summer is like the summer of love. It's a time for love, just like spring. I mean, it kind of just fits like right in there, my friends. But anyhow, but that's my take on physical touch, my friends. So if you're in a relationship or about to embark on one, once again, I say, my friends, learn your partner or significant other's love languages. 1, 2, 3, all 5, whatever. Learn it, because if you want your relationship to be a successful one, my friends, that's the best way to make a relationship successful, with the 5 love languages. Finding out what your partner needs, what he or she deserves. It just makes sense that way, my friends. In the meantime, we love you. Namaste. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. And this is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. And thank you so much for listening to what I say and enjoying what I do. And I want to tell you, I love all of you. I appreciate you for your support. Thank you so very much. In the meantime, once again, my friends, have a wonderful day and night, and we'll talk to you real soon. And this is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. We love you. Namaste. Thanks.